Hello, this is Eduardo Ribeiro. This is a demonstration of the project I been working on, a search feature. This video is meant to give a demonstration to my supervisors. I will not be showing source code here. I wouldn't be showing the video through YouTube if I was gonna show source code here. So I'm just giving a really basic explanation how the search feature will work. I'm just showing UML diagrams, and as I said, giving a demonstration how it's gonna work here. Okay, this is a search feature. It was designed in it was programmed in PHP. I call it some files here. It's not even function, but some files here, like IntelliSense, for example. IntelliSense is a technology from Microsoft for the C# and C++ Visual Studio. The name got stuck in my head, so I basically just named it IntelliSense instead of more known as autocomplete. So I mean autocomplete when I mention IntelliSense. Okay, the index file is the main page where the search box is. Once the user types a word, the IntelliSense will search for that word in a dictionary, in other words in an array of words, and it will try to match that word letter by letter. Once that is done, it will suggest, there's another file, suggestion, down here, but this is basically suggesting in a letter by letter case as the user types a word. The words can be something that we know for sure that it is existent in the site, so it helps the user to find what the user is looking for. So once the IntelliSense guesses which word, then it helps the user to pick the search word. The user execute the search. It looks in a database for words or sentences. In this case, the database was done as a JavaScript or an actual SQL database. The difference between using a database or a JavaScript file is JavaScript files needs to be downloaded into the user's computer. So if the website reaches over, for example, 2,000 pages, it's better to use a database, so not all content is going to be downloaded. That would slow down the processing a lot. Alright, so once the user clicks search, it will search for a word or sentence in a database or JavaScript file and return the first result. As the first result comes back, another file, suggested.php, will look at that return result and suggest something. For example, your search for this found 0 results. Did you mean this instead of what you were looking for? It will try to guess what the user was searching for. It will guess from an array. I also call it a dictionary of words or sentences that we know for sure that the user can get return results from the website. Also, when a return result comes back and a suggested result is used, there is another file, additional info, that will look for selected options on the suggested result that will display additional information about something. For example, if you search for one thing, a suggested PHP will see that, and additional info will see that if the return is going to be what the user is looking for, we also going to show this of information. So it's only to certain uh, uh, options, certain words or sentences that the additional info will attach itself to and give the final result to the user. I'm going to demonstrate now. Alright, first, this isn't a raw version. It's, it's gonna be implemented into a better design and everything, but I just basically need to make it work first so we can add that. So as we type, IntelliSense looks for the the match, either for a word or a sentence. I am going to look for let me see, Edward. I know there's no Edward. There's my name there, Eduardo. So when I do the search, your search, Edward, found 0 items. Did you mean Eduardo? Now, it also gives the link to the suggestion. Here, when the user clicks on it, it adds the result, the search query as Eduardo, and it does the search. So it returns everything that has the word Eduardo on it. Okay, another example of how there are actually 2 searches happening to try to help the user find what the user is looking for without overloading the user with information and making things even worse, more confused. If I search for complex, you see there is complexity, but I'm gonna go with complex. I'm gonna search for complex. It's gonna give me 3 results. The first return result will say complex. It will show where the word is in a sentence, and it will also show complex from complexity in a word. It searches for words inside a word. It searches for, how can I call this, letters inside a word too, and it will also suggest the complexity that we have in the array. It's better to leave it as one suggestion only, because this could get really confused here. Sometimes the suggestion looks for matching words, matching letters, how many letters are inside one word, and it could give a wrong result here. Now, for the last example, where the additional info is added into a search, I'm gonna use the example of my name again. Remember, if we look for complex, or as we search we use complexity, we get results back and the suggestion down here. Now, nothing below the suggestion unless the search is equal to 1 word. We want to have extra results down here. So if I search for my name, it's gonna give me all the results where my name is, plus show this image only if search equals Eduardo. So this can be a different HTML file or however we want to design this. But what is happening here now is, since I search for this selected word, it's gonna give me this additional return result. Okay, I guess that finishes the demonstration. Alright, thank you for watching. Thank you.